What is going on, everyone? DarkScheme here. Hope everybody's had a good week so far, and today I will finally be talking to you guys about one of the biggest features to come to Halo ever since Halo 3. Yes, that is correct. I will be talking about Forge Mode. Finally. So for those wondering, Forge Mode had a few details revealed, not everything completely, but we do know a lot about Forge Mode. And one of the biggest things about Forge Mode is that it is going to be super huge. I may be exaggerating, but maybe not. Let's take a look at this picture. So as you guys can see, it's a picture of some glaciers, a few mountains. Why should we really care? Well, if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you will see a very small speck. And that is a Spartan. Yep, that is how big and how huge these maps can be. Now, if you guys were looking at Halo 2 anniversary size maps, you will be glad to hear that there will be even bigger than that. Of course, these are, like the picture states on the bottom left, a work in progress. But honestly, with the power of an Xbox One and with Forge being completely redone, it is going to be insane what you can do in Forge Mode. And of course, this is one of the biggest things about Forge Mode this time around as well, is that it is not being copied and pasted, it is all being remade, meaning it is all being done from scratch, from the ground up. Now, this is kind of relating to a video I did back in the day, back when we got a little bit of tiny information about Forge Mode, back on Frank O'Connor's post in NeoGAF talking about Forge Mode, saying that, quote, "We will talk about Forge Mode much later. It is significantly improved as opposed to iteratively." And there you have it. Forge Mode is looking big, and this seems to be one of the biggest and most ambitious moves from 343 to cater to the forging community. Unfortunately, Forge Mode will not be shipping with this game on October 27th when Halo 5 Guardians releases officially. Now, for those wondering where this information came from, you can check out the infographic, and as you can see, we get a little bit of information here, or I should say a lot of information about Halo 5 Guardians, quote, by the numbers. So on the very bottom, you see that there will be 1,600 plus Forge objects. And on the bottom it says coming in December. So unfortunately, that does mean that Forge Mode is delayed from being officially released with the game. But for those saying, like myself, that Forge Mode is delayed, Josh Holmes has replied on the TeamBeyond forums. And he had a lot to say. I urge you guys to pause this video and give this a quick read. And for those wondering, I will be linking all of this information in the description below as well, so you guys can check it out afterwards as well. In this statement, he pretty much states, the development of a game is bound by finite resources, meaning that they were limited to a certain amount to see what they could do. And overall, they pushed Halo 5's biggest game modes, like Warzone and Arena, to its full potential. So they are pretty much giving themselves a few more months to work on Forge Mode to make sure that it is fine-tuned and it is not rushed to come out on October 27th and it ends up being broken. So that is one of the biggest things that he states, that in the case of Forge, we could have taken a more conservative approach. It would have taken a lot less effort and time, but we wanted to push the boundaries of what was possible. They are looking to release one of the best forging tools in a Halo game by really not releasing it or trying to push it as fast as possible. This kind of goes into a little bit of speculation. People are wondering what's going to happen to Forge Mode. What's the big thing besides having bigger maps and a bunch of different types of objects to rotate and use? And for those wondering if this has to do with Windows 10 integration, unfortunately, this is not happening. But for those wondering, from a response, Frank O'Connor replied on NeoGAF saying that no, it's to do with pacing content, no Windows 10 feature. So from this, we can tell that they really want to push Forge Mode forward and not backward, and they have included a lot of different tools that the Forge Mode community has wanted for a very long time. Now, finally getting to the root and the Forge Mode details of all these things, people who don't mind Forge being rolled out a little bit late after Halo 5's release and are looking for more Forge Mode information, there is an AMA thread over on the Halo subreddit with community forgers who were invited to check out the new Forge mode. And if you guys haven't checked out the video spotlight for this, you guys can check out that video in the description below. One of the biggest things with Halo back in the old Halo Reach days was that forge pieces were too dull and gray, and they didn't really add color, and every single map was kind of just one silver color. So fortunately, they have changed this up and they have added a bunch of different colors, and Duquesne, who has answered a few questions over on the subreddit, states that you can paint blocks with over 100 different colors, and this includes primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. This is one of the things that is going to add color to those forge maps and make your forge map unique and different from everybody else's. Not just in the scale of things, but even in the smallest details. Changing up the color of the environment will help both communities of casual players and competitive players. A lot of the times when things blended together in a map, it was just not a lot of fun for both sides who are playing Halo. So as far as Forge stuff, somebody asked the question of, but how much Forge stuff have we not seen yet? Duquesne replies with, there is still a good amount. And this is great to see. This is awesome to hear a response of. This is the tip of the iceberg as far as Forge mode information, so you guys will definitely want to stay tuned and keep an eye out over at Halo Waypoint and on Halo's Twitter to check out more information coming soon, and they've stated that they will be coming out with some new information in the coming weeks. But that is all the Halo Forge information that I have for you guys today. Like I stated, if you want a little bit more information, the links are all in the description below. So, what do you guys think? Are you guys big fans of Forge modes and kind of put off that Forge is being delayed? Or are you okay with Forge mode being delayed to make sure that all the kinks are fixed and that Forge mode has a smooth and great launch? Let me know in the comment section. I'm definitely one of those people who are very interested in what people will be able to create in Forge mode, and I'm definitely looking forward to testing out a bunch of different maps and game types. So as always, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching, and really let me know what you guys think. This is definitely one of the topics that I want to have a discussion about, because all the possibilities of Forge are really limited to our own imagination. And with that, I will see you guys next time.